Hi, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. Okay, we're going to do another green smoothie this morning, a little bit different than yesterday's, but I'm going to use 2 stalks of the broccoli. This is some broccoli that we had for a meal, the top of it, a couple of days ago. So I'm going to have to peel it though, because I don't have my Vitamix yet, but I can do it in the Oster blender. I'm also going to do a carrot in it, banana. I'm going to use some heart of romaine because I got that on sale a couple of days ago. And of course, a Honeycrisp apple, a couple of oranges. Alright, and of course, since it was so good yesterday, we're going to also put in some peanut butter again today. Alright, so we're ready to get started, and I'll have to tell you, we feel great. I don't know what it is with the green smoothies, why it makes us feel so good, but it does. And I made the Mississippi mud pie last night, and unfortunately I had a piece of it at about 7 o'clock last night, and it kept me awake. So I probably didn't get maybe 5.5 hours of sleep last night, and I woke up and I still feel good. So I don't know what it is about these green smoothies that make you feel so good, but I've listened to a lot of videos. I mean, I make videos and I also listen to YouTube a lot. And I've been really doing a lot of research on the green smoothies for the past, couple of weeks, I guess, or even longer, because I was doing it before we even got the Vitamix. And I don't hear people talking about how good it makes them feel. They mostly talk about the vitamin and mineral content and all that, but I mean, maybe they do and I've just missed it, but I don't see that many people talking about the way it makes you feel so good. Or maybe those people just feel good all the time and they didn't even notice. I don't know, but I guess because of our age, you have your little aches and pains, and just like with me last night, I didn't sleep well, and but I still woke up feeling great, and I feel energy. So anyway, we're just going to keep doing this because it's making us feel great. All right, so I'm going to get these fruits and get my greens all washed, and we'll be back. I wanted to give y'all a little demonstration of this little Black & Decker juicer. I got this at Walmart. I think it was about like $19. And the main reason I bought it was when I buy lemons in bulk, and then I freeze the lemon juice because we use lemon in our tea daily. And so I got this several months ago and it works great. But I've also started doing it with my oranges in the morning that I'm going to put in the smoothies. And I just wanted to show you how it works. It's really a neat little machine. You just cut your oranges in two, and what cuts it on is when you mash down like that, and it goes one way, and then when you raise up and push down again, it'll go the opposite way, but it really gets all the juice and the pulp out. Now you can use the lid to press it down, but I'd rather use my hands because I think it works better. It's a little plastic lid. And you just hold it down. But I really prefer to use my hand. I think it's a little more thorough. See, it just gets all the juice and a lot of the pulp out, which is what I'm looking for, more pulp. That orange had a little dark spot on the top of it, so just clean that off. Alright, ready to go again. And each time you lift your hand, it turns and goes back the other way. And of course, in the past, I have gotten oranges, those Valencia that had seeds, and so this worked great for that. But now they've got, I guess, a hybrid Valencia orange that is seedless. So I don't know how that happened, but anyway, so this thing kind of got put back in the cabinet for a month or so. Anyway. And I do like it because you can get out a lot of the pulp that way. All right, we're going to do one more. And just each time you raise your hand and it starts back, it goes the opposite way. And of course, this is big enough that you can do grapefruits too. And you really get a lot more juice out of the orange or grapefruit by doing it this way. There it is. And there's my juice in the bottom. And then you just, again, what makes it turn on is pushing it like that. All right, and you can have it so that you can get the maximum pulp. I don't know if you can see that or not. I always have it on maximum pulp, or if you want no pulp at all, you push it down there. But why would you do that? You need the pulp, right? Because it's good fiber and other things. So I always keep it on the maximum. But anyway, I wanted to show that real quick. All right, so let's have a look at that. And there it is with all the pulp. All right, I'm going to continue doing these fruits and vegetables, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right, I've got everything peeled and washed, and so now we're ready to get started. Now I'm going to put the romaine in first. And I know if I had a Vitamix, I could just throw it in like this, but I'm going to have to break this up. That down. I'm going to put in the broccoli now. I've peeled it and cut it into little medallions so make it easier for my blender. And I do think you could do the green smoothies without getting the Vitamix, but with the Vitamix I could have put the whole stalk, skin and all in the blender. All right, now I'm going to add the orange juice. And by the way, this little juicer can go right in the dishwasher. All right, I'm going to start grinding this up now, so y'all hold on a minute. All right, I'm going to have to stir that down a little bit, I think. It does take time to peel and chop and whatever before, and I know with the Vitamix I won't have to do all that. All right, here we go again. I think I'll go ahead and put the carrots in. I did peel the, it's just one carrot and then cut it thin. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put that in while I'm at it. And a few grapes. I'm using less grapes per Fit Angie said I shouldn't probably use so much. So I'm just going to put in a few. Now I've got a whole bunch of apple because this is the Honey Crisp apple, and one of my apples in that box had a rotten spot on one side of it, so this is really like 1 and say a 4th apple. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in. And I don't know if I'm going to need any additional water or not. We'll see. All right, here we go. it's of course not completely pulverized is the word, I think. I'm going to go ahead and put in a banana. Now this banana has definitely seen its better days, but I'm not going to throw it away, so I'm going to use this. Maybe it looks better on the inside than it did on the outside. Yeah, it does. Good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Now I usually have bananas that I freeze, but we're getting ready to do the farmer's market thing, and so I'm completely out of frozen bananas. I'm going to put the rest of the apple in. And I might as well go ahead and put peanut butter in too. So I'm going to use probably 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. Mr. Bucky loves the peanut butter in his smoothies. So that looks about like 4 tablespoons. And the reason I do 4 tablespoons is because in 2 tablespoons you get 7 grams of protein. So I think that is what helps hold us over. So now this does have palm oil in it, even though it's all natural. Of course, palm oil is natural, I guess. But anyway, let's give this a try now. So I'm going to have to run this for probably 1.5 to 2 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, I'm going to have to put a little agave in it. I've tasted of it, and it's really not sweet enough. So I'm going to put maybe a tablespoon or so in there. And also it's really, really thick, so, but you can't taste any of the greens. All right, so here we go. Alright, so I had to run the blender longer than I normally do, and it did leak a little bit into the base. So I guess it's just not meant to run for that length of time. Alright, so this doesn't look green this morning because we've got the peanut butter in it, and I used the romaine heart for the greens, and they weren't all that green, but I guess it's good for you. So anyway, we're ready. And this is definitely thicker than on some of the other smoothies. And the grapes, the peeling is not all that ground up, but this will do until we get the Vitamix. And they did tell me that it had shipped, so I'm thinking we'll have it in a few days. All right, gonna give this a taste. I already tasted it a while ago, and I did put some extra agave in it, about a tablespoon or so, because this has got to be sweet, okay? It's good. It's not as good as yesterday's, but it's good, and I really like the green color from yesterday too. It's good. I mean, I can definitely taste the apple today. And I don't taste the banana at all, which is strange. Usually you can taste the banana. Also, I'm sure that the carrot's giving it a little bit of an orange color. Anyway, I'm sure it's going to make us feel good today too. All right, we will see y'all next time.